Hi, Michelle Berger here from buffmother.com. I am here to talk to you today about abs. We have been having a contest within my rally room regarding getting your tummy tighter. Basically, everything we've been talking about for the last week has been regarding exercises and different strategies you can use to help your tummy get tighter. So it's the Tight Tummy Contest. I run contests quite frequently within my website and on our private women's only area, the Team Buff Mother Rally Room, which is teambuffmother.com. Through these contests, the goal is to help empower you and give you strategies that you can implement that are quick, easy, simple things to integrate into your life, into your routine that will give you results. So we've been really exercise driven on this contest. Haven't been talking too much about diet. Every day I've given a tight tummy challenge where we have been doing different routines, and I've been posting ab exercise routines and encouraging the members of the contest to just integrate those into their lifestyle. And it's been amazing how much participation we've had. But I want to talk to you today about some diet strategies that you can implement into your life that will really help tighten up your tummy. Now, the obesity epidemic is huge. We all know that. We all know that if you have a layer of fat over your midsection, bulging out over your waistband, things like that, that is not a tight tummy. So what we want to do is create a tight tummy where you can actually see those ab muscles that you've been building underneath the layer of fat. So let me give you 4 simple strategies that you can incorporate into your lifestyle that will help tighten your tummy. Number one thing is hydrate. Everything to do with your body runs on water. If you are not hydrated, you won't be able to flush the toxins out of your system. You won't be able to burn fat as efficiently. You won't be able to do any of the nutrient transports between your cells as efficiently, thus creating disease and different problems, insufficient utilization of nutrients in your body. So the number one thing you can do is to make sure you're hydrated. Now, there's a limit to this. We don't want to be drinking too much water because you'll have the tendency to flush vital nutrients and minerals out of your system. But in general, a good solid rule of thumb is to try to consume about your body weight in ounces a day in water, so or liquid. It doesn't even have to be water. There's been a lot of camps out there that want to say if it's a caffeinated drink, you can't count it. That's, in my mind, that's overkill. Anything that is liquid counts towards your hydration. So even soup, even salty soup, that would count. I believe coffee counts, juices, sparkling waters like LaCroix. The key thing to think about with these items, though, is you want them pure and you want them not adding to the toxicity of your body, because what we're trying to do is create a less toxic environment in your body. And if you're adding artificial sweeteners or even carbonation, it's going to throw off the pH balance in your body, and it's going to create more toxins. So the best thing out there is some good water. Get a nice Brita purifier or a purifier on your refrigerator. Use a glass and just keep it handy and accessible all day for you to be drinking. Now, the best practice would be to drink about 4 to 8 ounces, no more than that really at any given setting. Your body can only absorb so much. And another thing with hydration and drinking water is that you want to kind of limit the amount of water you intake with your meal. So what I've been doing is only having water up to a half an hour before I eat, and then wait again another at least half an hour to hour after I eat to really drink a large amount of water. Now, it's okay to sip liquids or a small amount of liquids during your meal, but what you want to prevent is from your enzymes, your actual stomach enzymes and acids from being too diluted, because then you won't digest your food as good, and sometimes that can lead to stomach irritation and irritable bowel syndrome and heartburn, all sorts of weird different other problems, just because you have diluted your stomach acid so much with too much water that your stomach isn't able to do the job that it is supposed to do. So that's a very key thing to remember with hydration. But 8 to 10 glasses a day is a good amount for the average person. But if you work out, like I said, if you're working out, if you're losing extra water, because or if you're also trying to lose weight, it's good to bump up that intake just a little bit extra. So shoot for maybe around a gallon a day versus just 80 to 100 ounces. But, make sure that you're not having any symptoms of overhydration either. So number 2 suggestion that I have for you today, to help you reveal your abs, is to decrease your carbohydrate intake a little bit. Typically, in all of my clients that I write customized training programs for, I have them give me a diet record. And the biggest problem that we have in our society is that we are consuming way too many carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, they're, anything that has sugar in them, anything that has grains, anything that your body turns into glucose. So even fruits and vegetables are, certain ones are, full of carbohydrates. So the key thing to realize with carbohydrates is that they're great for fueling your body. They're great to help you get some energy. But if you have too many, if you have too much that your body cannot utilize, you're going to use those extra calories of carbohydrates as fat. Your body will take that extra glucose and actually store it for later on your body as fat. So one of the best things you can do to help reveal your abs is to get your body to where you're only intaking as much carbohydrate as you use throughout your day. And if you actually can create a negative balance in that, to where you force your body into burning some of its body fat for fuel, that's when you're really going to see some stellar results. So I would recommend trying to get to where you're eating under 50 grams of carbohydrates in a day, and start with that goal. And if you see some additional results in fat loss from that is a great place to hang out for a few weeks to really accelerate your fat loss and reveal that tight tummy that you've been working so hard to get. If that 50 gram level doesn't seem to be working for you, there's all kinds of other alternative diets that you can utilize that are actually very healthy for many reasons. A ketogenic diet is a diet where you basically do not consume hardly any carbohydrates, and you force your body into using fat for fuel. So instead of actually a term of a ketogenic diet is a diet where your body uses ketones and fat for fuel, and you basically eat fat, some really fibrous green vegetables, and you can also eat protein on that diet. So there's a lot of different strategies you can use. I'm not saying you have to do this as a lifestyle, but if you really want to accelerate your fat loss, reducing your carbohydrate intake is one of the biggest things you can do to help do that. Now, the third item that I want to talk about kind of goes hand in hand with the carbohydrate intake, lowering your carbohydrate intake. It is increasing your fiber intake. Increasing your fiber intake means that you are going to get more fiber in your diet, and there's all kinds of great things that have fiber. Whole grains have fiber in them. Brown rice over white rice has more fiber. The more fiber you can intake in your diet, the more your body is going to be flushing out toxins, and also able to use to keep its insulin and glucose levels more stable, so that your body can use fat for fuel once again. So if you can increase your green leafy vegetables, your like celery, romaine lettuce, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cucumbers, those type of items, you will increase your fiber intake a lot, and also enable your body to switch to using fat for fuel, because your insulin levels will not be spiked, and you will stay in an optimal fat burning zone. And of course, the other benefits to a higher fiber diet is elimination issues. We have a lot of bloating and constipation and things like that we deal with as a nation that eats processed foods way too much. And if you increase that fiber intake, you will aid your digestive system, improve its efficiency, and thus helping you trim your waist in that regard. And the key thing with increasing your fiber intake is to just be careful that you don't increase too quickly. A general rule is to increase about 5 grams per week. So your body takes a little time to get used to it. So don't increase too quickly. Just strive to, maybe if you are going from eating no vegetables whatsoever, maybe just increase to like 1 or 2 a day. And then as you progress along, you'll want to be to where you're eating, 3 or 4 servings, maybe 5, 6 servings of vegetables after a month or so. So you don't want to increase too quickly, because that in turn will cause more digestive unrest than you just not eating any fiber at all, believe it or not. So, and the fifth item that I want to talk about in helping reveal your abs in the diet sense is just nutrients. There's a lot of supplementation that you can utilize that will help increase your or decrease the stomach bloating and the stomach irritability that, sometimes the reason your stomach is sticking out is not all to do with the fact that you're fat. Sometimes it's just, digestive unrest. And, a lot of the items I've been talking about will all help that. But, to accelerate the effects of good nutrition and in decreasing your carbohydrate intake and increasing your fiber intake, we want to make sure that our gut is full of good bacteria. And acidophilus supplementation, or a really good probiotic supplement, does amazing wonders for the ability of your stomach to digest items properly and rebuild those stomach linings and just make your whole digestive system work better and absorb the nutrients that your body desperately needs. So if you're bloated, if you have yeast infections, if you have a lot of constipation, if you've recently been on an antibiotic, make sure you get proactive about taking a probiotic. Now, we hear that yogurt is so good for this. Yes, some yogurts are very good for it. They're the yucky yogurts, though. they're the, Greek yogurt with no sweeteners, no sugar, no fruit. The plain Jane, gross yogurt that really doesn't taste good unless you add a lot of sugar to it or fruit or whatever. But you can just take the same thing in a pill form. Now, you get what you pay for with these probiotics. A good Ultimate Flora probiotic at a health food store, it's going to run you $50 for a month's supply. I get a probiotic from BioTrust. I buy mine online. It's a cutting edge, next generation type probiotic that really addresses a lot of different issues. I've noticed with me and taking it, not only is my stomach less bloated, but I have less problems with urinary tract infections, and also my skin has cleared up. I have a much better complexion, and I don't have any issues with dermatitis anymore because of taking this probiotic. So it's not only good for your stomach, but it's also good for your whole entire being. One other item that a probiotic is great for is actually your joints. If you have a lot of joint pain, sometimes it could be related to the fact that your bacteria in your joints is not healthy. You have a natural amount of bacteria in each joint. It's like synovial fluid that lubricates and keeps the joint moving and keeps it happy and healthy. And if your bacteria levels in your body are not properly, engaged, or if you don't have the right type of bacteria in your body, you can notice some of the symptoms coming out actually in your joints and causing joint pain. So please keep that in mind. It's not anything to do with tightening your tummy. It actually will tighten the rest of your body and help your skin and your hair and your nails and your overall appearance, and your just glowing, and your eyes and your teeth, everything healthier. So the goal is, of course, to tighten your tummy, to lose some unwanted body fat, but the overall goal is to just make you a happier, healthier person. So I hope those few little tips to help your tummy get tighter through the diet side of things has helped you out today. Please feel free to stop by my site. It's buffmother.com. That's BUFFMOTHER.com. And please, share the information with your friends. And, I work with word of mouth advertising. And if you find any of the information helpful, please share. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back with another episode before too long. Take care. Bye-bye.